1.1 is on capex, and about 900 plus billion is on recurrent. We have an IGR target of close to 1.1 trillion. For 2024. We can always do better with the IGR. We're also looking at ensuring that we can also look at increasing other forms of IGR as opposed to just the regular tax which we do.
George also gave a breakdown of some of the achievements in the 2024 budget.
In our 2024 budget, we paid a lot of attention to our social protection for our citizens. So which is why you'd find that, initiatives like the Oúnjẹ Èkó, the food bank, and all that, we paid a lot of attention to that for this year, 2024. Now, that we didn't also stop in our infrastructural development and things we needed to do. So concurrently, we ensured that we currently kept going with our infrastructural development, the Okpebholo Link Bridge, the Blue Line,
Some of the stakeholders
We sincerely apologize for that technical hitch. Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Gbenga Omotosho, and the Special Advisor, Office of Infrastructure, Olufemi Daramola, have embarked on an inspection of ongoing repair works on Odo Yalaro Bridge, Ojota. The routine maintenance work on pedestrian and vehicular bridges is part of the state government's policy on bridge maintenance and management, quality assurance and control practices. Joshua Murakio reports.
Presently, I am standing on the Odo Yalaro Bridge, one of the major bridges in Lagos that takes you inward Lagos and outward Lagos. As you can see behind me, men are at work working on the expansion joint, and of course very soon they will work on the asphalt, because that is the major reason why this road is undergoing renovation. And not too far from here, you can see the Commissioner for Information as well as the SA to the Lagos State Governor on Infrastructure, speaking to some of the men working there. That is what is happening at the moment. Attention has been shifted to the other side of the road, where it has been demarcated to allow for those who are coming from Ojota axis inward Lagos to pass through. Of course, we have backlog on the other end. The same thing applies to those coming from Maryland, Ojuelegba, or from the island. That is what is happening as well. So they have the other side of the road, which has been demarcated. That is where they're applying through now. This particular palliative is meant to ease traffic, but of course there is backlog as well. That's what you find, especially if you have on this busy bridge. That's going to happen for the next 90 days.
In time, the bridge deck has an issue, so we need to change the expansion joints at 2 locations on each carriageway. For instance, we are in the carriageway which is from where we are. This is Ikorodu bound. This is Ikorodu bound, and we have 2 locations on it. One here, the other one there, both 11 meters wide. Why on the Maryland bound, we have 2 as well in that location.
There was something very significant the SA to the Governor on Infrastructure spoke about, and that is, look, most of the damage done to the road would have been avoided if Nigerians take ownership, or better still, are not vandalizing some of the infrastructure we have across the state.
The replacement of expansion joints is a function of both technical and abuse. I need to tell you at this point in time, the expansion joints at this location have gone through several thefts, road abuse. Urchins have come in there, stolen it, thereby affecting its effectiveness.
People should be responsible. Government is responsible. We have seen that there's a slowdown here because of this joint that we are trying to fix. Now that we are trying to fix it, why are we trying to fix it? Because people are vandalizing it. If you see something, say something. It's all about you. It is for you. It is for you to be able to be comfortable while driving. It's for you to be able to get to wherever you are going faster. So all of the people who are vandalizing the poles here, who are vandalizing the joint, they should stop it. The law will come after them.
Beyond the renovation and, of course, some construction of arterial roads that will be happening here for the next 3 months, of course, this bridge is very significant to the Lagos State government. Hence the appeal that Lagosians should take ownership of the bridge and ensure that they are patient while they ply this particular access every time they are coming into work or out of work. From Odo Yalaro Bridge right here in Lagos, Joshua Murakio reporting for Lagos Television.
Students of Right Path Academy for Arts and Science visited Lagos Television to understand the rudiments of broadcasting. Ayola Adelesi tells us more.
Students of Right Path Academy for Arts and Science and their teachers are here at Lagos Television on an excursion to expose them to broadcast media. Major areas visited include newsroom, studio control room, editing suite, the studio and the voice-over studio. They received tutorials on news and programs production chain, how to present a program and video editing.
We not only believe that children should memorize Quran alone and not be able to socialize. This aspect of learning too helps the children to socialize to the outside world, what the environment has to offer them, and then it should also help them to increase their knowledge on what's the current affairs and what the situation is in our environment.
The students share insights and experience they had during the excursion and express their desire to practice in the field of journalism.
We are taught how the stories is written, like how it's going to be presented, like the editing part, the control room, and also the also the audio and the video part of it.
I learned that you can add a picture that is not there into the background, and people will think it is really there. I also learned about information, and I also learned how the voice is being added to the video.
I've also gained a lot of knowledge on how to operate some of the sound effects machines and others in the communication room.
These experiences would further inspire the students' dream of becoming media practitioners. Ayola Adelesi, LTV News.
The official draw for the table tennis event of the Paris 2024 Olympic Games will be held later today. Nigeria's Olajide Omotayo, Offiong Edem and Fatima Bello will know their first round opponent when the event kicks off on July 27 at South Paris Arena. 172 players comprising 86 men and 86 women category will compete for 5 medals events, 2 per gender, and Omotayo, who will be making his second appearance at the Games, will start his campaign from the preliminary rounds of the men's singles. Edem, who is making our 5th Olympic Games appearance, as well as debutants Bello, will also start their participation in the preliminary rounds of the men's singles. As one of the top 16 seeds, Quadri Aruna will commence his 5th Olympic Games campaign from round of 64, which will commence on July 28. Aruna's best outing at the Olympic Games was at Rio 2016 in Brazil, where he defied odds to reach the quarterfinal of the men's singles as the first African to attain that height. For more news, please connect with Lagos Television on these social media platforms. Please remember to call Lagos toll-free lines 767-0112 in case of emergencies. Thank you for watching. Translations in Yoruba and Ogu follow shortly. Please don't go away.
ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́ o ìròyìn ní ṣókí la mú wá fún yín ní iléeṣẹ́ tẹlifíṣàn ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó Adéwálé Adékànmí ni oníròyìn ìròyìn ọ̀hún rèé ní ṣísẹ̀ntẹ̀lé Kọmíṣánná ètò ìgbèròpinnu ètò ọrọ̀ ajé àti ìṣúná ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, Ọpẹ́ George sọ pé ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ yìí ń gbà lérò láti mú ìlọsíwájú ohun ìdàgbàsókè bá àwọn owó tí wọ́n ń pa wọlé nípasẹ̀ àwọn ọ̀nà míì yàtọ̀ sí owó orí àtìgbàdégbà bí wọ́n ṣe ní àfojúsùn tírílíọ̀nù kan àti ẹ̀sùn kan náírà owó pípa wọlé lọ́dún 2024. Èyí ni kọmíṣánná sọ níbi ìpàdé pẹ̀lú àwọn alẹ́nulọ́rọ̀ lórí ìṣúná ọdún 2025 ní ẹkùn Kẹjà. Aṣojú kọ̀ròyìn wa Màágbèjòsù tó wà níbẹ̀ jẹ́ alábọ̀ pé àwọn ládéládé, àwọn lóyè ọ̀tọ̀kùlú ìlú, àwọn alága ìjọba àbílẹ̀, àwọn oníṣòwò àtàwọn lọ́gàálọ́gàá pẹ̀lú àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ní ẹ̀ka ìgbèròpinnu ètò ọrọ̀ ajé àti ìṣúná nípínlẹ̀ Èkó ni wọ́n péjú pésẹ̀ síbi ìfikùnlukùn lẹ́kùn Ìkẹjà lórí pípèlò àbá ìṣúná ọdún 2025. Kọmíṣánná wa ṣe àtúpalẹ̀ àwọn àṣeyọrí ìṣúná ọdún 2024 èyí tí à ń lò lọ́wọ́ yìí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ làwọn alẹ́nulọ́rọ̀ sọ àwọn ohun tí wọ́n fẹ́ kí wọ́n gbéyẹ̀wò kó lè wọnú ìṣúná ọdún 2025 bí wọ́n ṣe wá ń ṣèlérí ìpèsè àwọn ohun amáyédẹrùn púpọ̀ sí i ni wọ́n rọ gbogbo olùgbé pátá pé kí wọ́n máa bá a lọ ní sísan owó orí wọn. Ìfikùnlukùn lórí pípèlò ìṣúná ọdún 2025 yóò tẹ̀síwájú ní ẹkùn Ìkòròdú, Ẹ̀pẹ́ àti Badagry. Ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó wọ́n rọ gbogbo olùgbé pé kí wọ́n rí àwọn ohun amáyédẹrùn tí ìjọba pèsè gẹ́gẹ́ bí ohun ìní dúkìá ara wọn kí wọ́n lè dènà bíbàjẹ́ àti jíjí lọ bó ṣe máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ láwọn agbègbè kan jákèjádò ìpínlẹ̀ yìí. Kọmíṣánná ètò ìsọfúnni àti ọgbọ́n inú Gbénga Ọmọ́tọ̀ṣọ́ àti olùgbaninímọ̀ràn pàtàkì lọ́fíìsì ìpèsè àwọn ohun amáyédẹrùn Olúfẹ́mi Dáramọ́lá ni wọ́n fi ìrẹ̀lẹ̀ pàrọwà yìí nígbà tí wọ́n lọ ṣe àbẹ̀wò sí ibi iṣẹ́ àtúnṣe èyí tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́ lórí afárá odò Yaláró tó wà ní Ọjọ́ta. Iṣẹ́ àbójútó àtìgbàdégbà lórí àwọn afárá ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ àti ti àwọn ọlọ́kọ̀ nípínlẹ̀ yìí ó jẹ́ apá kan ìlànà àmójútó àwọn afárá àti àrídájú ìjójúlówó ohun ìṣàkóso. Wọ́n wá pààlà sí ibi tí iṣẹ́ náà ti ń lọ lọ́wọ́ tí wọ́n sì ń darí ọkọ̀ gba àwọn ẹ̀gbẹ́ kan 90 ọjọ́ ìyẹn oṣù mẹ́ta ni iṣẹ́ náà yóò sì fi wáyé. Àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ Right Path Academy for Arts and Science wọ́n ṣe àbẹ̀wò sí iléeṣẹ́ tẹlifíṣàn ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó láti wá ní ìrírí aláìlábùlà àti ìkọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ ìgbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ kí wọ́n sì túbọ̀ fi ìmọ̀ kún ìmọ̀ nípa iṣẹ́ ìgbóhùnsí afẹ́fẹ́. Aṣojú kọ̀ròyìn wa Ayọ̀ọ́lá Adélésì fìdí ẹ̀ múlẹ̀ wípé wọ́n mú àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ Right Path Academy for Arts and Science tí wọ́n wá ṣe àbẹ̀wò sí iléeṣẹ́ tẹlifíṣàn ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó yíká gbogbo ibi gbòógì tí iṣẹ́ ti ń lọ bíi yàrá ìròyìn, ibi ìṣàkóso ètò, yàrá ìgé àwòrán síra, yàrá ìgbohùnsílẹ̀ àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n dá wọn lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lórí ìròyìn àti ètò ṣíṣe, lílo ẹ̀rọ ayàwòrán àti gígé àwòrán síra. Àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ náà sì sọ bí nǹkan ṣe rí lára wọn àti ìfẹ́ tí wọ́n ní sí iṣẹ́ ìròyìn. Ìrírí yìí yóò túbọ̀ mú kí àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ náà kí wọ́n ṣetán mímú àlá wọn láti máa ṣiṣẹ́ oníròyìn ṣe. Eré ìdárayá wọ́n ní yíyí koto fún ẹyin orí tábìlì gbígbá nínú ìdíje Olympic 2024 ní Paris yóò wáyé lónìí kí ìdíje tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ 27 oṣù yìí kan náà. Àwọn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta tó máa ṣojú Nàìjíríà ìyẹn Ọlájídé Ọmọ́táyọ̀, Ofiong Idem àti Fatima Bello yóò mọ àwọn tó máa bá ta kànràngbọ̀n ní ìpele kìíní ìdíje tó máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ 27 oṣù yìí ní South Paris Arena. Àpapọ̀ àwọn agbáyin orí tábìlì 52 tí àtúpalẹ̀ rẹ̀ jẹ́ ọkùnrin 96 àti obìnrin 96 náà máa kópa nínú ìdíje láti gba àmì ẹ̀yẹ 2 fọ́kùnrin 2 fóbìnrin àti ẹ̀yẹ kan fáwọn méjèèjì tó máa wáyé ní ìdíje Paris Olympic. Ìròyìn ní ṣókí kò jù báyìí lọ. Adéwálé Adékànmí lórúkọ tèmi, ẹni tí ó bá ṣe àtúpalẹ̀ sédè Ògùn Kefas Daniel ó ti múra sílẹ̀. Àìbámọ̀ tẹ́ bá ṣe kòńgẹ́ àwọn ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó nílò ìdásí ìjọba ní kíákíá ẹ pé 767 tàbí 112 ọ̀fẹ́ nìpè. Nǹkan wà ní ṣe wá àwa láwọn máa ṣe nǹkan.
kudo we me bo so kudo as no so fun bon le ni kren we to mi de je so television amoni ton ke fas ma o ton ji Daniel wa yin ko yin ton yin ogbede tona ti to bi basi adoho po akwezizan ton po ope George do ogandudu amoni ton duro na he akwe didi kwe glo ton sude ji gbon alopa devo me bo ma na yin gbon ta kwe kede daliba na akwe eye de bo ye do ye ni din do apo met o kwe 2024 me basi naira liva dono livi do popo alovi do popo George do moto quickly me he okodu leton me to Ikeja to pojije tito akwezizan o kwe 2025 ton me neni kata mi ton ma ogbejo sudo gbe na mi do mo adade me he wa quickly ro kan le ton do na ye ni fun ye mi osu to tito lo mega ye do me he wa okri lo lewe me oto holu le bo to gan le po bo mejo mele po me yi to hodo to le po ogan devo le po we pri afodo okri lo kan ye do na mele po nina suta kwa ye ton le na ogan dudu dúró na wa zon dagbe susu le do ayimate àwọn rin ton dogo hoho ton utu òpó jíjẹ na tito akwesiza òpè 2025 ton lọ́tò yíyí àlọ́nu tó Ìkòròdú Ẹ̀pẹ́ Gbági pó àwàdéwòlẹ̀ pó jí. Ògàndùdù àwọn rin ton kó vẹ̀vẹ̀ dọ̀ na àwọn rinulẹ̀ nínà wúlẹ̀bó na òtóníyànnú hèyè basido àwa yẹtàn jílẹ̀ na yẹ ní mọ̀tẹ́dó dọ́jì na gbẹ̀tọ́lẹ̀ ń dó mọ̀zán tán wùtù vèdètọ́ na tito àyìnà.